Good morning. My name is Seyoung Rai from Class 10, and today I'm here to share my thoughts on one of the maxims of Mother Mary Ward. You will never attain to true perfection if you pay attention to people's doings which do not concern you. Perfection is the quality of being flawless in something. It has a wide range of concepts. Everyone wants to achieve perfection in their life, and while doing so, we start to care about others' thoughts. Since we are social animals, we live in a society with different people of various views and opinions, and we care about the remark they make towards our every statement and action, and we never go against the set of values they have set for us or take any risk. I don't think we're obliged to meet the standards set by others. We don't need to present ourselves so that everyone likes us and praises us. Not everyone can accept us, and neither can we accept everybody. We don't need to work hard to please and satisfy others to the point where we are exhausted, because what matters is our own opinion. If we can accept who we are and be satisfied with our work and aim for higher achievements, we can attain true perfection. Even the people who have attained true perfection in their respective fields have gone through many hardships and have faced many criticisms. But they believed that they could make their dreams come true and never gave up. Being bounded by what others think about us is a very common thing. But we must know that sometimes, to achieve our goal, we should listen to what our heart has to tell us and not to be disheartened by the words told by others and to believe in ourselves, for that is the way to attain true perfection in our life. Thank you.
Warm greetings. This is Sangya Pandey of 10B, and here today I deliver a speech on one of the maxims of our Venerable Mother, Mary Ward, that goes as: If we have received good from Him, why not also evil? God is always our Father. This particular maxim of hers is one that resonated the most with me. It goes to show that Mother Mary Ward wasn't merely somebody who took to the world with rose colored glasses, but rather someone who held an awareness of the expanse of human suffering within herself. Most worthwhile achievements in life come from the experience of overcoming hardship and suffering. Friedrich Nietzsche said it best in his book Beyond Good and Evil: the discipline of suffering, of great suffering. Do you not know that it is this discipline alone that has produced all the elevations of humanity so far? It is indeed true that when we examine the lives of the best and most productive men and nations, they stand tall as a tree growing proudly skywards. But would they be there if not for the bad weather and storms they've dispensed with? There is no better illustration of this than Mother Mary Ward herself. The visionary that she was, time and again proves how suffering is a necessity to rise above what is conventional to become what is ideal. She stood strong for her purpose that may seem so straightforward for the contemporary times that we live in. But the turbulent world that she operated in opposed her every move. While it may have been tempting to succumb to the conventions of the time, her faith in God's vision for her was unwavering. Mother Mary Ward was not the only individual who recognized the need for championing women's role in spreading God's compassion, but ultimately she happened to be one of the first to deliver on this vision because she willingly accepted that hardship was only an inevitable and necessary step in the fulfillment of the vision that was so all consuming and important to her, while many others scarred away from it. She stayed persistent in all her efforts, traveling across Europe on foot, founding schools. While it certainly couldn't have been easy, she was fueled by her own experiences, where she desired not to be cloistered and freely bring God's love wherever there was a need. Her own painful experiences and longing brought her to her ultimate depths, where she, along with her devoted companions, managed to accomplish what wars of centuries, dictatorial monarchs with absolute power, and the ever so mighty church couldn't manage to accomplish. She brought the gift of education to girls and women. Mother Mary Ward's life itself attests to the necessity of suffering and hardship. God as a common Father, ever desiring the holistic development of all, has hence made life worthwhile by exposing us to what is evil, as He has exposed us to what is good. Mother Mary Ward's positive attitude to hardship throughout her life, condensed succinctly in this maxim, is a lesson for us all. Thank
I am Suyasha Gimire from Grade 10C and I am here to share my reflections on the maxim of Mother Mary Ward, that is, show yourself as you are and be what you show yourself. As human beings with valid feelings, we feel insecure to show ourselves to others, being the ones who are not but showing the fake of ourselves, the one even we don't recognize. Looking at the universe, the stars, the moon and the planet, as small as we are, forgetting we're smaller than the speck of dust, shorter than a millisecond. The ego we consume of us being greater than the others, maybe that's the reason we're unable to show others the person we know and were meant to be. There is something unique about every soul that has ever lived, for there is something inside us that has no name. That something is what we are. All we need is to give a shake of little love and courage to ourselves. We living beings are very good at preparing how to live, but not so good at living. While trying to be a person we're not, we forget that we're alive in the present moment. The only moment there is for us to be alive and free, which keeps us captive in the cage of our own head. Instead of being insecure, why not be fierce and found the confidence you already have within you? Be the one you know. Be the real you. Thank you.
Warm greetings to everyone. I am Medhavi Thapa of Class 10D and I am here to present a short speech on one of the maxims of Mary Ward. Those who wish to do what they ought not will afterwards have to do what they wish not. Mother Mary Ward was a woman who always worked to serve God as well as the mankind. She was a very strong and brave woman who sought to protect the honor and glory of God. She had a loving, benevolent, and a truth-supporting nature. Also, she never feared the obstacles that came along her way. Nothing could ever stop her from doing what was right. Mary Ward was a lover of truth and justice. Through her rich legacy, she inspires all to be seekers of truth and doers of justice. People make mistakes, but some of those aren't actually mistakes. Of course, there are wrong things done, but sometimes there are choices. Choices made by oneself, either on peer pressure, on their own wills and interests, or even forced by circumstances. Many a time, we lie so that things run smoothly in our favor, forgetting that we will have to make up 1,000 more stories to cover that one lie. Even insincerity in our work now will cause us a great deal of trouble in times to come. Our choices of enjoying our today can be harming our tomorrow very badly. We will realize the severity of things we did that we shouldn't have done only after we face the outcome of such actions. Our choices today shape our tomorrow. We should refrain from doing anything that is unrightful. Our works today can make us fall deeper into the dark abyss of sorrow, misery, and lies. Similarly, when good works are done, positive results are obtained. Even to this day, we remember Mother Mary Ward because she never feared the obstacles that came along her way. Instead, she always stood strong and kept doing the right things to overcome such obstacles. And today, things like girls' education and women empowerment are possible. Furthermore, bad deeds give very problematic consequences in return that will have to be faced, even unwillingly. Hence, we should always work keeping in mind that those who wish to do what they ought not will afterwards have to do what they wish not. Thank you.